Hey, I'm Claire Pelletreau from clairepels.com, and on this beautiful Wednesday morning, I'm going to be getting into a rant. My friend Rachel recently sent me a link to something that kind of makes my blood boil. So bear with me for a second because after this rant, you're definitely not going to make a huge mistake that I see small business owners making all the time with Facebook ads. Rachel just sent me a link to a website that made some big promises. And this is something that I come across all the time when it comes to Facebook ads. This page was a sales page for a program that was going to teach you all about how to use promoted posts. And a lot of the language in there was about, hey, look what we did with just $5 boosting this post. But you know what they did? They were able to get a bigger reach. They were able to get some more website clicks. And yeah, that's always going to happen when you boost a post, because when you get something in front of more people, people are going to click on it. And that's terrific. But what happens when those people click? That's what this page didn't talk about at all. It didn't talk about who was clicking. It just said, look, 19,000 something people saw this post. Great. But what are those 19,000 people actually doing for your business? This is sort of all part of this rage that I have about the boost post button on Facebook. And if you have ever read anything on my blog or seen any of my videos, you know that I like Facebook ads. You know that I think they're a great way to build your business. But the boost post button was probably the most evil thing that Facebook has come up with in terms of advertising. And why? It's because they make it so easy for you to throw away your money and to focus on these ridiculous metrics like the number of people or even the number of clicks that a post get. So why do I think that clicks, meaning traffic to your site, is a ridiculous metric? Well, it comes back to what I said before. You don't know who is clicking. There is a way, if you're like savvy and you pay a lot of attention and you click on all of those tiny little arrows to see your options, there is a way to target specific people with your boosted posts. But most people aren't doing that. Most people don't have any idea how to do that. So they think, okay, yeah, I could put $5 behind this blog post, behind this post for something interesting on my website that I want more people to see. Yeah, that makes sense. But then there's no real concept of how that traffic actually affects your bottom line. So if you are boosting a post that it's just like an image with an inspirational quote, there isn't even a link on your website. I've seen small business owners do that, and I really can't. Okay, I can identify with the fact that it is painful to see a post that, something that you worked hard to craft, something gorgeous or something really meaningful to you, you post it on Facebook and it gets nothing, like no interaction, no reach. Now that Facebook has totally slashed our organic reach, this happens all the time. So I understand the instinct of wanting to just get those numbers up a little, because it's too hard to know that nobody is even seeing your post, let alone clicking on it. But you have to think about your bottom line. What is the point of getting more people to see an inspirational quote? Is it just so you can feel a little bit better? If that's how you want to spend the money in your business, go for it. But I think a lot of people don't understand that, getting more engagement on a Facebook post or getting more fans to your Facebook page doesn't mean anything if they're not becoming leads and if they're not becoming customers. So this is sort of my plea to you. Do not boost a Facebook post unless you really understand the strategy behind it. Unless you're thinking, okay, this is a blog post that really addresses people's objections about my product or service. You're trying to get people to hire you or to buy your product, and you know that if they read this post, they're going to be a lot more likely to do that. And there are links in your post to get people over to the sales page. That kind of post, if you want to boost it, go for it. Just make sure you're actually using the correct targeting tools that Facebook does provide you, instead of just hitting that stupid boost post button and watching your $5 disappear. Okay, rant over. If you have questions, or if you're looking to build your list with Facebook ads, which is one of the things I highly recommend you do instead of boosting your post, hop on over to clairepells.com/free-guide, and there you can grab my totally free guide to list building, where you can see exactly how to target the right people, what settings you should use, and you'll actually get into my favorite tool, the Power Editor, and it won't feel like the ridiculously complicated tool that it looks like at first glance. So I will see you over there.